So when I really think about it, I've actually been prepping um, for about going on 10 years now. So, I guess I'm not really new to it, but I am still new to it because when I say prepping, that I started 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I discovered the Thrive freeze-dried foods, and they have a 25-year shelf life. And I liked the way they tasted a lot more than I liked the Augustin Farms. And I tried both. So at that point, I started purchasing their product and using it. Some of the stuff I used quite frequently, and then I kept other stuff just kind of tucked away up in the cupboard in case of an emergency, and it was just always there. Well, now I'm starting to prepare more because it's the smart thing to do at this point in time. And so recently I have learned how to can. I am still learning how to can. I've maybe canned about a dozen things in my life. And I swear I'm going to learn how to make bread and biscuits, and all of that stuff is going to come. But one of the things I wanted to talk about today was being prepared when your pantry is down to the bare bones and you don't have a lot of variety left. One of the things that you are going to want is to add some extra flavor. So it's also important to not just have food in your long-term storage. It's also important to have a few spices. So if you can, like I did, I found some bulk spices on sale. And so I picked up a bunch because I knew I was out of some, and others I am going to vacuum seal and put into my long-term storage, and I'll rotate them as I go. This is not something I'd really thought about before. I've always had a full array of spices, but what happens if I can't get them suddenly because of supply issues? Or delivery issues or whatever. I live on an island, right? So things can happen and deliveries can be delayed. So it's good for you to be prepared when you're at home. Thank you for joining me. If I haven't said it already, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Lorrie, and I am really glad to see you here. This channel is just about me and my life and the things that I'm learning on how to be ready in today's world, because it's like a sci-fi novel or a spy novel or some conspiracy theory come to life. I don't know what's going on, but there's that in nowadays world. And yeah, sorry, the nervous laugh thing, I do that, and I'm not used to. I'm getting more comfortable, but anyway, Tabby's over there looking at me. What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Going on today is, like I said, I bought some spices. I bought seeds this time, and I'm actually going to try to grow the cumin and the fennel and possibly even some mustard. Now, I don't think I can grow, I don't know where the cardamom comes from. I do love the flavor of it on a ham, though. I got some allspice berries. They come from a tree, so I'm pretty sure I won't be able to grow that. And then some whole nutmeg. Now, the reason for buying the seeds, these are whole cloves. The reason behind buying the seeds is that they do keep longer than the ground spices. And now I grow a lot of my own herbs, right? Like I grow my oregano, basil, thyme, parsley, dill, sage, rosemary. I have tarragon out in the garden right now, just about ready to harvest. My own garlic. I do my own garlic and dehydrate it and then grind it up and make my own garlic powder. It is fabulous, let me tell you. And yeah, so I like to add flavoring when I cook because I like my food to taste good. Sometimes, of course, playing with different spices, you screw things up and dinner is a disaster, but I try not to let that happen. But anyway, I like to have seeds on hand and then I can grind them up myself because they will stay fresher longer, and then I can grind up a little bit and go from there. So let's get to it. So of course what I did first was fill everything up in the pantry. So now all of my herbs and spices are full. Most of them are just like, this is the basil I just grew. This is actually Thai basil from last year. Oregano's from this year. I don't have any parsley is the problem. I have a little bit, but I started a new parsley plant this year, so I don't have much. Anyway, but look at, I have thyme and anyway, I have all that stuff. So, but let me show you what I did with all of the bulk packaging. So, what I did was I packaged them all in smaller bits. This is cumin seed. And so when I need it, and I vacuum sealed those. And then this is a food safe tin. And I've done that with some of them. And then I'll have to come back in for that. And then what I did is I went in and I sealed them all in their own bags. And then I sealed them all together in a bigger vacuum sealed bag. And I've got some things just split. There's some ground cumin. I put my baking stuff together here. So here's some, is this the baking stuff? No, this is the mustard seed. Here, Tabby. She's yelling because I'm talking to you. And then here's all my baking spices. But these bags are big enough, and these are reused, these outer ones. So I can just, you know, slip that open and take out what I need when I need it. And yeah, that's it. And then there's cinnamon somewhere. What did I do with the cinnamon? There's the cinnamon, that 2 pounds of cinnamon that I ended up buying. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with or ever use all of that, but there it is. There's the cinnamon, that 2 pounds of cinnamon that I ended up buying. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with or ever use all of that, but there it is. Sometimes you don't read the description so good. And it says 2 pounds, not, or it was 2 kilograms, which is 5 pounds, no. It was 1 kilogram, which is like 2.2 pounds, and I thought it was 1 pound. I do use quite a bit of cinnamon, but not quite that much. And now, okay, so that's my long-term stuff. The stuff in my cupboards, because it's good for a year or two anyway, and even longer, I find. I mean, spices don't really go bad. They do kind of lose their flavor, and you might need to use a little bit more, but if push comes to shove, you know, you use what you got, right? So anyway, that's what I did with spices. I do have salt and pepper stocked up, and what I need to do is kind of go through everything. The next time I have to open one of those that I put in the other room, I will go through, and I need to get a spice packet put together for our go food. We have our bug out bag includes a tote full of like Thrive foods and other long-term stuff that's easy to pick up and go and easy to make once you get to where you're going, if you have to go somewhere. So I can't forget to show you all my extracts too. I actually make my own extracts. This is really the first time I've done it, but I just bought a bunch of vanilla, and I've got some of it in vodka in this big one here, And this one is brandy, and they're both really good. And then I've got some smaller ones that I use. And then I've got like some orange. This is some orange that I'm in the process of making. It's actually been soaking for close to a year. I think I did swap out the orange peels once, or the orange whatever. I've got some lemon. I've got some pineapple here that I'm trying to make into an extract. I put that in there in May. I think the last time I smelled it, it still smelled pretty alcohol-y instead of pineapple-y. So, and then I've got some almond extract. Also, and extracts, I didn't realize that extracts, pure extracts, are so easy to make. All you need is some raw material and some alcohol. So you can make your very own, all of your stuff that you need for baking. And I don't bake much, right? So this stuff will last me for a long, long time. And then with these, like, they still have vanilla beans in them, these big tall ones. And when I empty out the vodka, I just throw a little more vodka in there. Now, if they run out of vodka and I have to make my own vodka for this, then we could be in trouble. But for now, I have some stockpiled, and we should be good on the tinctures and the extracts and stuff. And I'm going to learn how to make other tinctures and extracts too. So stay tuned for that.
What now? I'm busy.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm busy.
Busy with what?
I'm getting my tablet and I'm going to go answer an email that just came in.
When are you too busy for me?
Now.
Oh, but you can wander into my office any old time you want.
Yes.
And interrupt me while I'm working.
Yes.
And I can't do the same to you? That's it for me and my prepping today. That is what I'm doing to be prepared for the future, because, you know, you don't know. Situations can change. And one thing that can change, like as I've learned recently, is that you can very quickly lose all your income or half your income.
If I was going to go into business, I'd hire you.
If you would you?
I'd hire you because you've been crying so much. And
What?
It's so sad because you got fired for good cause.
What? What is this good cause that I got fired for?
Doing your job too well.
Oh, well, that's a good reason to get fired.
And not towing the line.
I towed my line.
You didn't tow her line.
I didn't.
Don't you know that these days you have to tow the line
I don't want to.
or you're going to get canceled? You got canceled.
I got canceled. Hey, I've been canceled.
You can join the ranks.
I can join the cancel culture. Woo-hoo-hoo. Only the best get canceled.
That's right. Oh, brother.
You're so cute.
I'll write it on your tombstone.
She was canceled.
She was canceled more than once.
Are you planning something?
No, just put it on your tombstone.
Just planning my tombstone?
I'll tell David because he'll probably still be around.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully I won't be around anymore when that happens. What are you videoing? You're talking about spices.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not spices.
You're spicy.
I'm not spicy.
You are spicy.
I'm not.
And feisty, like you're full of hot chilies.
I'm full of hot airs. Goodbye.
That is so true. She is totally full of hot air. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Take very good care of yourself. I will see you soon. Bye now.